Okay, welcome to this divine message. There's a lot of little nuggets you'll be able to take from here that is going to help you moving forward to the next phase of your journey. So, I recently said that some of you are completing a karmic cycle. So, there's almost like this last part of your karma that is playing out. And a lot of it has to do with your hyper independency. So, always needing to do it yourself sort of energy. You must have grown up like that, almost feeling like you were an inconvenience to your family, to your parents first. And in that hyper dependency, what that created is you never asking. So, there's this energy of there's a space opening up for you to ask for what you want. And the thing is, yes, you're always asking for what you want, but there's certain things that you want that you are afraid of asking because you are afraid that you're going to have to do it all yourself again because you fear history repeating itself. And the only time history can repeat itself is if you aren't prepared for the future, which is now. And that feeling that you want when you get that thing is lightness. You want to feel peace. You want to feel more joy. You want to feel the sense of courage. You want to feel a sense of accomplishment. You want to feel good. You want to feel alleviated. You want to feel like you can take a deep breath in and out of your body completely without restriction. You want to be able to feel present and gratitude. So tap into that feeling. That's all you need to do, is to make sure that everything that you do from now on this timeline, if you've met this timeline now, it's to look ahead and be prepared. I'm also picking up that some of you are travelers, like very nomadic. Like you don't necessarily stay in an area for too long. And it's just a thing. It's just a thing. So you could also, like, spiritually travel a lot, right? So this is not only physical, but for some of you, this might be physical and spiritual. So maybe you've done this sort of like spiritual path, and now you are going into the physical spiritual. So there's an embodiment of your travel, of where you've been traveling to. Because what I'm getting is that you have easily connected to people who are international. Like people who live across the waters are so easily connected to your energy more than where you are. And I'm getting that spiritually, you have been traveling, you have been weaving this network that is now going to, it's like this web that you've been creating, in fact. And now you are about to catch. And when I mean catch, is to viscerally be able to feel all those soul connections that you have been making over the years. And now for some, you're going to be able to go to those places that you have spiritually traveled to, or you're going to call those people into your space. So either way, you are always traveling. There's a saying in my language where they say that ukuhamba ukubona. Am I right? Now I just have to think about ukuhamba ukubona. Basically, to go is to see, right? And in essence, is that when you are allowing yourself to shift perspective, often it's going to require physical movement. So now, what I'm also hearing is that some of you have been prepared to move. Like there's somewhere where you are that you've been practicing. There's a lot of information from where you have been residing. This information is going to support you to move forward. And I'm getting that slow down. Invite more meditation into your practice. You know, Deepak Chopra says that if you think you don't have time, because he usually meditates for an hour, and he'll say if you don't have time for an hour, then that means you need to do 2 hours. And ultimately what he is saying is that your perspective needs to shift. You need to understand that on a certain timeline, time does not exist to a completion, but time exists to an evolving of something else. So there's constantly rebirth and death happening. What I'm picking up too is that some of you might be experiencing grief, and you're living out that grief. You have transformed yourself into a completely new person that for some will be unrecognizable. And I'm getting you have either, or you will in a couple of days, within this week from now, you will connect with someone from your past who is going to give you very vital information for the next phase of your journey. Because remember always, and I'll constantly repeat this as often as possible, you are always going to know who you are through who you are not. That is why becoming friends with discomfort is going to empower you greatly. So instead of escaping receiving unconditional love, you hold space for it. You hold space for all the parts of you that have felt undeserving of this great energy. And a reminder, the fact that you are here means that there is nothing for you to do, but there is everything of you to be. There's nothing for you to do, but everything to be. Which means that you can take your rightful place as a human being, feeling. And as you are feeling, you are becoming that energy. And then as you almost bring life to it, you kill off the versions that aren't of the highest vibration. So each time it's not attaching to who you need to be. And just observing present moment. If there's anything that you need to attach to, it's to be able to attach to the present moment. That yes, as an alchemist, you are experiencing this low vibrational energy. Resist and push against this unconditional high vibrational energy. And today we get to switch the flip the switch. We get to turn things around by you understanding that resistance is about leaning into, or pushing against. But if you look at the etymology, the root of the word, it is to lean against, but not from a sense of push, but a sense of I trust the support that I have. And that's the information that discomfort gives you. It says it's time for you to be. So take a deep breath in. And And a deep breath out. And simply affirm to yourself, I am ready. You have come here because you have prepared life. Many lifetimes have been prepared for this moment, for the next moment that you are going to receive. And I just want you to understand that. Be ready to be ready to be ready, as Abraham Hicks constantly says. Be ready to be ready to be ready. So stay prepared. Stay prepared for that which you want to receive. If you want to receive luxury, how are you going to stay prepared? What is the feeling that comes with luxury? And you won't experience its fullness when you are moving from a low vibrational state. You have to feel what it feels like in your body. You need to train the nervous system every single day, exactly how you've been training the nervous system that it is unsafe every single day. You get to now take back control. And I hope this message illuminated certain things that just needed a little bit of like, that's a breath of fresh air. That's a different perspective I've never thought about. Or thank you, that confirms what I've been thinking. Now I can trust that I can move forward. Yes, you can move forward. You have all the support you need. If you need to, write it down. Write down everything that you are not so that you can understand who you are. I love you.